I need you to listen to me very closely, my lovely assistant. Listen very carefully. The night of nightmares has arrived. We will begin probing into the nightmare veil very shortly. I see that you are now in a nice, comfortable state, my dear. A vulnerable state in which you can make contact with the world of nightmares. You must remain in this state, my dear, for if we disturb it, the veil of spirits will vanish along with your mind. No, I'm just poking fun at you, darling. It isn't that dangerous. You do have a protection spell on you. Don't you worry. I will keep you safe from this side. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, my darling, while your mind's eye opens to the nightmares. I'll guide you in and out of each nightmare to ensure your safe passage. Are you ready, my dear? Let the passage of nightmares begin. What am I seeing here? This vision approaching. In this vision, you're with your boyfriend in a secluded cabin, resting. You wake up in the middle of the night, having some difficulty sleeping. You're struggling with a bit of an odd pain. Your loving boyfriend is there to comfort you in such a loving way. Your boyfriend, he's maybe a little too comforting, so much so that it's suffocating. Things are not as they seem, and when you realize it might be too late. What a terrifying little nightmare. Are you ready? The veil is opening. Here it is. Tight squeeze. Are you awake, honey? Is there any problem? A weird sound? No, I didn't hear anything. It's probably a dream. Go back to sleep, okay? Don't worry. I'm right here with you. I'm not going anywhere. If something happens, I'll protect you. Now, just focus on how good it feels when I hug you and go back to sleep. Honey, again, I didn't hear anything. It's your imagination. Oh, poor thing. You're tired, aren't you? Don't stress yourself about anything and just rest. You can let your worries go and relax. Yes, that's it. Relax for me. Good pet. Feels so good, right? To be held in such a tight squeeze. It feels comfortable, warm, safe. Of course you're safe. You're with me after all. You're always safe with me, you know that, honey. Shh, don't worry. Everything's fine. You're fine. Just look into my eyes, okay? Yes, that's a good baby. Now, focus on my eyes and don't look away. Just focus on how much you love to look at them. Aren't they pretty? Yes, they're very, very pretty. Enchanting, I dare to say. Anyway, pay close attention to me, sweetie. You're very sleepy and tired right now. Yes, you are, and that was nothing. You didn't hear a thing. As I was saying, you're so very tired, and you need to go back to sleep. So, close your eyes and listen to my voice, and only my voice. Can you do that for me? Great. Go on. Close your eyes then. Now, just hug me tight, and I'll do the same to you. You didn't hear anything. All you can hear is my voice and my voice only. You are safe. You are completely safe and sound. So, just go to sleep. You're in pain? No, sweetie. You're not in pain. Really? It hurts that much, huh? Well, in this case, look at my eyes again. Look directly into my eyes. You are not in pain. All right. You're not in pain. You're not feeling anything right now. You just feel relaxed and calm. You feel comfortable. That's all you can feel. No pain at all, okay? I am your loving boyfriend and you're safe with me. I would never cause you any pain. So you couldn't possibly be in any pain right now. It's all in your silly mind. Everything I said makes sense to you now. Repeat it after me. Go on. That's right. What an obedient darling you are. You're safe and not feeling pain. So, how do you feel now, honey? Yes, that's right. You feel relaxed and calm. No pain. Good pet. Go to sleep, baby. You need to go to sleep. Still talking. You're a difficult one. Nothing, baby. I already said there's nothing happening. You're just so tired that your mind is playing tricks on you. You feel like you're in danger, but you're not. You feel like you need to run, but you don't need to. You can't. You won't. Let you go. But honey, I like hugging you too much to let you go. I love holding you so much that I could kill you by squeezing you too tight. By accident, of course. I'm joking, baby. You know who I am. I like to tease you. Don't worry. Can we finally get some sleep, please? I'm tired of humoring you. I just mean that we have a full day tomorrow, sweetie. So we need to rest. Go to sleep now. Trust me, you really should just close your eyes now. Being stubborn won't do you any good. Don't struggle. Why would you struggle? What do you think you're doing? The more you struggle, the more I'll squeeze you. Oh, there we go. One less bone for me to worry about. I love hearing them crack. Well, the sounds you've been hearing since you woke up are your bones breaking one by one. You don't feel much pain right now, but my hypnosis seems to be wearing off, so you will be screaming in agony soon. And for some reason, I can't put you completely under hypnosis again. Maybe that's for the better. I'm tired of playing your boyfriend anyway. I see that you're more aware of our surroundings now, that your mind is almost entirely free from my influence. Yes, we are in a cave. My cave, more specifically. I took you from your little cabin. You woke up while I was bringing you here and made a fuss, so I hypnotized you. Made you think you were safely sleeping in your lover's arms. I am a naga, my dear meat sack, and you're my meal. I'm not venomous, so I have to kill my prey by suffocation, slowly wrapping them up in my coils, breaking their little bones, cutting their blood circulation and airflow until I can finally gobble them whole. Oh, I'm drooling just thinking about it. But I do like to do things slowly. I like to take my time with my food. and I don't like when they interrupt my process. You little thing. There's no use struggling. Just stay still while I squeeze you tight. I can open my mouth pretty wide, but I'll have to break more of your bones to make you fit inside. Can't wait to shove all of you inside my mouth. Why would you beg for your life? It's too late now. Most of your bones are broken by now, and I'm sure your organs were already perforated some time ago. Your mouth and eyes are bleeding too. So even if I decided to let you go, you wouldn't live very long. So just be quiet and let me finish. There we go. I think I can start now. Oh, come on, sweetie. Don't pass out now. The fun part is about to begin. I'll eat you alive and wait for you to die inside of me as I digest you. Sometimes I can even hear their final cries. Maybe I'll be able to hear yours too. Oh, don't start crying already. Don't be afraid, dear. You don't like tight hugs? You like tight hugs, right? It will feel exactly like that. A tight, warm squeeze. The last one you'll ever feel. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Your boyfriend is so hungry, baby. It's time to end this. Thank you for such a delicious meal. Oh my. Talk about a tight situation with your smothering boyfriend. How are you doing, my dear? I hope that wasn't too scary for you. You're doing so good. The protection spell I have on you is holding very strongly. And that's a good thing because I see another veil approaching. What am I seeing here? You're a courageous knight on a noble mission. You're rushing to the top of a tower in a castle, slashing and vanquishing creatures to save the man from the legend, locked away at the top. It looks like things are not as you realize. The twist of this nightmare really seems like one you can really sink your teeth into. Here it comes. Be ready, my dear. Accidentally saving a sadistic vampire. Finally. Someone's made it. It's about time. Do you have any idea how bored I've been? I ran out of books in the first year, and there's only so many times you can reread the same sentence before your mind just can't take it anymore. I've memorized most of them. I guarantee you if you open one of those books and tell me a page number, I can recite the first sentence to you, off by heart. Care to try? No? You seem puzzled. What's wrong? Am I not showing enough gratitude to you? Not showing enough reverence for the brave knight who fought all the way through the castle's defenses to save me? How cute. The look on your face. One tends to lose their politeness after years spent in the same room. I lost count a long time ago. Tell me, how long have I been here for? I thought it was only 1 century. The days really do seem to blend together. Most minds would be driven mad, but I've always been good at keeping myself stimulated. I've been writing mostly, whatever comes to mind. My thoughts on things, stories, poetry. Not bad if I do say so myself, though I'm the only one who's read them. No other eyes have laid upon the ink in these books. I must confess, I am curious. What has brought you here? What tales and legends have been spun about this castle, and the one trapped within its highest room? I know there must be something that compelled you and the dozens of others that have tried to break in over the years. Congratulations, by the way. I was beginning to think no one would ever get past the Cerberus statue in the main hallway. Now, please, who do you think I am? Fascinating. Sorry, do go on. Really? So you think? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but that is rich. The legend that has been spun, there's not a single grain of truth to it, save for the immortality part, though that is certainly different from what you might expect. What you've been told, did you think it would be like the tale of Rapunzel? You believe that I am royalty, unjustly imprisoned, and that by fighting through the creatures littering this castle's halls and saving me, I'm going to share my kingdom to you, provide you with the riches I own. Oh, sweet thing, I have no kingdom, no riches, and if I did, I certainly wouldn't share them with someone as stupid and naive as you. No, brave knight. You see, I've been imprisoned here quite justly. There it is. The realization, the fear, the look in your eyes that you really shouldn't have shared with me. Oh, foolish mortal. Feel my mind. Take control of yours. You're mine now. A plaything. No more than that. You are food. What you were, the dreams you had, the thoughts you held, none of it matters anymore. All you are now is the property of a vampire. It's been so long since I've had a proper meal. The blood of the one who trapped me here conjured does the job. but there is no real taste to it. It barely sustains me. Certainly not like yours will. But I've waited 300 years for something proper. I can wait a few more minutes. Because after how hard you surely fought to get here, you deserve an explanation, don't you? You deserve to understand how this happened and why it's happening to you. Sit down for me. Oh, good pet. Well done. It's been so long since I exerted dominance over someone. It's a feeling I have sorely missed. Now, where do I begin? It's been so long since I've been able to flex my vocal cords that I might as well start at the beginning. Like I said, I'm a vampire. But like most of vampires, I wasn't always. Once, I was mortal, like you. Unlike you, however, I was married to a powerful wizard, the likes of which the world has rarely seen. They were so mighty, so strong. But I doubt you've heard of them. They were more the scholarly type, preferring a good book to an actual adventure. Speaking of books, they had a very large collection of powerful tomes containing powerful spells, and every so often someone would come knocking. Some villains interested in one of the tomes for various reasons. Taking over the world, resurrecting a loved one. The tired old trope. Once you've heard one villainous motivation, you've heard them all, honestly. Always, my lover would fight them, and always my lover would win. And I was there, at their side, ever dutiful, ever loyal, the perfect brain-dead companion. They must have been very happy. I think I shared that feeling. I was very content. Until one day, a stranger arrived at my lover's home. They were away on business at the time, meeting with like-minded colleagues, and they'd taken their book collection with them, so we thought I was safe. We were wrong, of course. The stranger was kind, was friendly, charming, seductive. I quickly realized what they were, but part of me didn't care. I suppose they enchanted me, affected my mind to lessen my resistance. But if they did, I didn't mind. Did they seduce me? Oh, most certainly. And when their fangs sunk into my neck and turned me into what you see before you now, I was most happy. You see, they showed me how wonderful vampirism is. How beautiful it is to experience eternal life. And that the blood we drain from others is but a small price for what we have. It's hard to argue, really. Who doesn't want to live forever? To continuously experience life's greatest joys. When they turned to me, I was so happy, though my partner certainly wasn't once they returned home. The stranger had been there for one of the tomes and simply arrived at the wrong time. But they'd taken my lover's greatest treasure anyway. The two fought, and the wizard killed my new partner effortlessly. It was barely even a battle, really. Vampires aren't too tricky for a wizard to kill. A simple sunlight spell typically does the job, And that's precisely what was used. Really? It would have been simple for them to do the same to me. To eradicate me and turn me into ash. But they couldn't do it. They saw the face of someone they loved and lacked the backbone to truly destroy me. So instead, they conjured this castle and locked me inside of it. I told you they were powerful. Once they had me inside, they casted a few spells, made sure I had enough magical blood to sustain me. Then they created some seals upon the door, conjured the creatures you fought on your way in, and left me here, trapped, for centuries. And I, for one, can't wait to see them again and repay them for every single year I was stuck in here. I'm certain they're still alive. Wizards of that caliber seldom die of old age, as they're so fond of reminding us. And I doubt fate would let our tale end so anticlimactically. So, thank you, human, for freeing me. It's a gift I can never repay, though I'll certainly try. Were you anyone else, I would kill you where you stand. I've grown quite a bloodlust, you see, sitting here, rotting, and the first person we see, I'm going to do something truly terrible to them. But not you. Never you. I have very different plans in mind, my pet. My new lover. My thrall. I suppose you've been rewarded in a way. You're going to be my servant and blood bag all rolled into one. Isn't that fun? And your first duty, my pet, is to feed your master. Let me sink my fangs into the flesh of your neck and drain you for some of the life that flows through you. After a while, you may even grow to enjoy it. There's no point in trying to resist. My oh so brave knight. You lack the intelligence to break free of a vampire's hold. Though it is amusing watching you try. Once we're done here, you and I will begin searching for my former lover. Though I'm certain we'll make more than a few pit stops along the way. You're hardly the only person I wish to feed upon, after all. Bloodlust comes in all forms. And like I said before, I am starving. I crave the nourishment only a living, breathing person can give me. Speaking of which, stand up. Come here. Very good. I think I'm going to enjoy controlling you like this. Oh, don't look so afraid. From what I remember, it's really quite pleasant after the initial bite. Dare I say, you might even start to enjoy it. You'll get used to it at least. Now, don't move for me, my pet. I'd hate to make a mess of that nice, pulsing neck of yours. I hope that nightmare didn't leave you tired and drained. My dear, are you doing alright? Maybe these stories have been a little on the scarier side. Oh, don't you worry, darling. I'm seeing something approach us here. Ah, what am I seeing here? I can see you're a witch. You have a little companion. He seems a little bit on the catty side. You're flying on a broom, on a trip to see a friend. Your hard-headedness and your little friend's cattiness caused the trip to go off track in an adventure with some hysterical results. Here it comes to you, When Cats Fly. Don't tell me. Are we lost? Now, let's not lie to ourselves. You've been flying this broomstick around in hours for at least the last hour. Look, if we need to get the map out, I would be more than happy to read it for you. Well, pardon me, Missy. I may be a cat, yes, but I'll have you know I'm very literate. Besides, a map is just basically a big picture, right? I can do pictures. All right. I'll leave you to it. What are you even looking for anyway? We found the town, so what else is there to find? So you're really telling me that instead of landing down below and looking at signs, you want to find the exact street that this house is on from up above? Huh, if you ask me, that sounds a bit counterintuitive. But what do I know? I'm just a witch's cat, aren't I? Huh, how dare you accuse me of such a thing? I would never take a stab at you. Never in my wildest dreams. I swear on my life. Well, not all 9 of them, no. If I did, I'd be a liar. I wouldn't think about it too much if I were you. Hey. Put all that brain power towards something useful. Something like a map, maybe? Or something like the geese that are headed our way? Stop spinning us around. I know you are trying, but try harder. I think I'm gonna puke. Oh no, we're gonna crash. This is why we should walk instead of flying everywhere. I know it's faster. Believe me, I know. But catching the train would be just as fast, don't you think? What are you doing? Forget the broom. What we need now is a hospital. I am not being a wuss-puss. I'm just being careful. Something you wouldn't know anything about. Huh? What's with that look? Yes, very nice. You found your broom. But if you think we're getting on it again, you must think otherwise. What I mean is that we're walking. No, I don't want to hear it. I'd rather swim in the sea than get chased down by those geese again. It's a shame, really, since they were so kind as to give us a heads up. But would you listen? No. And don't you even think about using that witches can't understand geese argument. If you can listen to cats and toads, you can listen to a goose. No excuse. Huh? Now why did you pick me up? Absolutely not. We are not jumping off this cliff. Now I am going to ask you kindly to put this broom down. Are you deaf? What did I just say? Put the broom down. I swear, if I weren't your familiar, you most certainly would have made an enemy today. Now don't you mock me. I mean it. Wait, no. Don't go any faster. I'm sorry. I take it all back. Please just slow down. My, wasn't that a bewitching experience? I guess you can say it soared my expectations. Huh? What's this? What am I seeing here? It's a little hard to tell. It seems like it's just going in circles, not standing still. What am I seeing? You are in a car. Your loving fiancé, a bright-eyed astrophysics student, is driving with you to see your parents for the first time. How lovely. A little distracted with his thesis work related to a near-passing asteroid, but his heart is committed to making a good first impression with your parents. All plans come crashing down when something unexpected in the sky appears. Here it is. Encounter from outer space. Hey, there's something oddly familiar about this cornfield, isn't there, babe? Ugh, this goddamn radio. There we go. Nothing a little banging doesn't fix. Right, babe? What's that? I shouldn't be so nervous. I mean, babe, it's kind of hard not to be, being that we're driving across the country to meet your parents for the first time. Can you imagine their shock when they hear the news of us getting married? It will be so sudden for them, and their expectations may be high, and I just don't want to disappoint them. Why would I disappoint them? I don't know. Maybe because I'm different. I might not be what they expect. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they were impressed when you told them I'm a student of astrophysics, but things are never as they appear, right? What if they don't like me? What if they think I'm not worthy of you? What if I make a bad first impression and ruin our relationship for the rest of eternity? It's not like I can just jump into another universe and try it all over again. Yeah, you're right, babe. I do have a tendency to grossly overthink these things. It's a vicious cycle that I can't break out of easily, but I should listen to you. You're the only one who's really able to get me out of that head state. And for that very reason, I'm so very lucky to have you, my very own angel of my heart, here beside me on this very earth, soon to be wedded by me. You're blushing. I'm the luckiest guy on earth to have you as mine, my love. Hun, I'm so looking forward to our little getaway after the wedding. Down at the tropical beach, pina coladas, and not a single research paper to worry about. Not a worry in mind, with you at my side. Babe, what are you looking forward to in our little getaway? Huh? Babe? What? No, I mean, that sounds very hot, but we're on your way to your parents, for Christ's sake. How about you save me some of those details for later this week? I love you too, babe. I am so glad this trip will actually work out very nicely. With the observatory so close to your parents' town. Hey, babe, did I tell you what I'm going to the observatory for after meeting your family? Yeah, it's part of my research on XT09, the rogue asteroid I've been telling you about. No, not that kind of Dungeons and Dragons rogue. See, most objects in space, they go in cycles around a common center. Every planet around the sun, the moon around the earth, every star system in our galaxy around supermassive black holes. Everything spinning around and around, over and over again, like a record player. Elliptical orbits, they're called. But XT09, it's a little weird. You see, it has a hyperbolic path, one where it appears to have come from outside of the solar system, then coming close to the Earth, then shooting back into the far reaches of space. Well, yeah, there have been other objects in space to travel like this, but there's something else very strange about this path. The data didn't seem right at first. You see, the problem isn't where it's going, but where, or should I say, when it came from. I couldn't find any data on the asteroid beyond our solar system, no matter how hard I looked. But you see, when I looked at the data, many light years away, the asteroid seemed to have jumped, almost as if it traveled through time itself. My colleagues think I'm chasing ghosts. But you see, later this week, while I'm at the observatory, the asteroid will be at its closest to Earth. If I am able to get definitive data from the asteroid, I'll be able to prove what may be the first evidence of objects in space to travel through time itself. Yeah, that's right. It would be huge news. I have a good feeling about this. I just feel like I've studied this asteroid so intensely. Like I've known something deep about it for so long, yet I can't quite put it into words. Like two long-lost lovers reuniting once more, getting reacquainted with old, fuzzy memories, springing up once more. Okay, maybe I overdid it with the poeticism. It could just be a fluke. I'm sure it's just some old, bad data. I won't be on every magazine cover and every late-night show, and I'll go back to grunt work for the other professors. And, you know, I will be perfectly fine if it turns out to be nothing, because I have the most beautiful celestial object of all. I have you. You're so freaking cute when you blush like that, babe. Do you hear that? In the sky? Is that a meteor shower? Can it be material broken off of XT09? What the hell? It's so bright. Look, it crashed just off of the road up ahead. No frickin' way. Babe, you're giving me that look. Like you don't want us to go check it out. I swear, this has got to be a part of the asteroid. Can you imagine if I can observe it up close? Take a part of it with me to study? I'll be the envy of the entire astrophysics department. You have a bad feeling about it. Nah, babe, look, we go in real quick, fill up the trunk with material, snap some pictures, and we will be on our way to your folks. We don't get many chances. Please? I'm not leaving you a choice. Don't worry, babe. It's just a rock. We won't find any aliens or anything like that. Thank you, babe. Hey, it's not too far off the road through this cornfield over here. I promise, it'll be fine, babe. What's that? Why is there so much static? I'm not sure, hon. I'm guessing it has to do with the meteorite matter. Maybe it's some sort of irradiated metal that's interfering with the radio signal. This has got to be a part of XT09. I can't think of anything else that can survive that plunge into our atmosphere. What I'm wondering is, how did parts of it get here so soon? Asteroid matter shouldn't be this close for another week. That's weird as hell. God damn. It's lighting up the field even from here. Hurry, come. Take my hand. A lot more cornfield here than I thought. I think I see it just a little further up. Would you look at that? I have never seen anything like it. Have you ever seen colors like this before, babe? Isn't this so freaking awesome? Here, come on. I just need to get a little closer. I just need to grab a few pieces. I don't need much, but a few stones here and there would make a good sample size. XT. We finally meet. It's as if fate brought us together. Hey, I think this piece here looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and grab... Ouch! Am I okay? Yeah. The frickin' rock zapped me. But it wasn't an ordinary shock. It's like it shook my senses down to my core. My head feels a little fuzzy. You feel weird too? Okay, maybe we shouldn't linger here too long. But we went through great lengths to grab a piece. I know. I'll use my jacket to handle this stone. That should help insulate it a bit. Okay, I think this should be plenty. Let's head back, babe. Hun? Do you remember which way to the road? I don't know. I think we just got a little disoriented. It's okay. The cornfield looks the same in all directions. Shh. Do you hear that, babe? It sounds like people walking this way. Here, let's just hide in the corn a bit. I don't want to get in trouble, being that we are in private property and all. Ouch! My head. No, it's nothing, babe. Just another one of those weird migraines I usually get. Come to think of it, I don't remember being one that suffers from migraines much, but it's such a familiar feeling. What's going on? Hey, look. It's two people. It's so bright. I can't get a good look. Is that one holding a rifle? Shh. Stay quiet. Don't make a sound. They're walking this way. Shh. Hold your breath if you have to, hun. Shit. Holy run! Did you get a look at their face? Did you look at their faces? They look like us? What the hell's happening here? Why is everything so jumbled inside my head? I can't make sense of anything. Hey, look. I think I see our headlights. Get in the car, quick. Let's get out of here. Babe, what just happened? Where are we? I don't know either. Here, it's okay, babe. Let's just calm down and just admire the road in front of us. Hey, there's something oddly familiar about this cornfield, isn't there, babe? Ugh, this goddamn radio. Ugh, what a horrifying prospect. Can you imagine being stuck in time? Doing the same thing over and over again. All because your boyfriend keeps repeating his same actions, unknowingly, interacting with this extraterrestrial object of unknown quality. Talk about a vicious cycle. Oh dear, I am seeing a veil descending here. This is a special one. This one had only been accessible to a few people. It's you. You are very curious about what's going on inside the Vampire King's ball. Knowing that it is exclusive for vampires, you decide to put on a disguise and sneak between the castle walls. The Vampire King doesn't recognize you and takes notice of you. He decides to take you for a tour of the mansion. Little did you know that this tour would take an unexpected turn. Here it is, sneaking into the Vampire King's ball. Today marks the beginning of a new era. This coronation is a declaration of our hopes for the future and for the years I may be given to reign as your king. Thank you, kind guests, for joining me tonight in this celebration, and I hope to continue receiving your support in the future. And who do we have here? It is always a pleasure to see a new face, quite unlike that of the many royals I'm often around. May I ask, from what jurisdiction you are? The East End. Yes. They do tend to have quite the diverse nobility there. It would explain why I have not met you before. I am very glad to have you here tonight, darling, and I hope you will stay for a while. Well, since this is your first time here, allow me to give you a tour of the place. No need to be shy. I'm sure the other guests will be able to entertain themselves with each other while we are gone, and we won't be for long. I insist, in fact. It is an order. You would not say no to an order from His Majesty, now would you? Then please, take my arm, and let's be on our way. Do tell me more about yourself. It has been a while since I have visited that end. Are the governors there well? Well, that is certainly good. Lady Margaret and we used to get along quite well. It is a shame she fell ill at such a tender age. Time is such a cruel mistress. Oh, but it is not her I wish to talk about, however. She could be far too lenient at times, and I am sure your family has been keeping quite the strong hold on the population following her departure. Sometimes you must be harsh with the rules to squash any insurrections. The last thing we want is for the impure to seize power, or worse. This castle is rather old, you see. When I was first established, humans still held control of the nations and hunted us, as they were afraid. You keep glancing back, dear. Is something bothering you? No one will disturb us here, I assure you. We do seem to be heading further away from the party. Quite the change of scenery, as it is very quiet on this side of the castle. Oh, but we have just begun our little tour. You couldn't possibly want to leave just yet. It is not every day that you get to have such an in-depth view of the Vampire Lord's castle. Oh, but I am sure your family will understand if you are away, if you are only away for a while longer, won't they? If they don't, I will just have to talk to them myself. It is okay. You can just leave it to me if need be. Other vampires will listen to my authority, no matter how powerful they think they are. Unless there's something else bothering you. Is there, dear? You can always talk to your king. Don't look away. It is just me and you here. Meet my eyes. Look at me. We can remain here for as long as need be, darling. Make this easier for yourself by being good. Look at me now. Just like that. Oh, there really is nothing to be afraid of. Unless you are hiding something from me, that is. But that wouldn't be wise now, would it? Coming into my house with the intention of misbehaving? No, it would not be wise at all. Right, dear? Then let us proceed further. We will soon be reaching the living quarters, which have quite recently been renovated. Do try to keep up. My mother, she used to be rather fond of these old decorations. But as you may imagine, they had been out of fashion for such a long time. They have now been changed to some that better suit our image, of red and black and... I wouldn't do that if I were you. You can only run so far before I, or someone else, find you again. And it is not like you would stand a chance if you were to try and fight any of us, would you, dear? Oh no, so small, so helpless, so weak. Stop struggling. It will tire you out more than it will do to me. If you did not want to be in my presence so much, then you should have thought twice before coming here tonight. Isn't that right? Human. Don't look so surprised now. It will take more than this pathetic disguise to fool me. Humans, as opposed to vampires, have a very distinct trace. Much sweeter, if I do say so myself. Oh yes, darling. I could tell since I first laid my eyes on you. No, I could tell before I even saw you. The others in the party most likely did not notice. Not all vampires have this power, and that is the difference between them and a royal. A lot of these nobles are only such a name and do not deserve any recognition. No need to be scared. I do not intend to hurt you just yet. I could and should for your trespassing and blatant lies, but I am amused by your courage. I suggest you keep amusing me, darling, before I change my mind. Now, will you be a good little human and quietly follow me this time? No more attempts at escaping. I knew you would make the right choice. Here, go on, enter. My, how observant of you. Yes, this is indeed a bedroom. Now, nobody will even come close to disturbing us. Such a scared thing you are. Where did all that courage that helped you to sneak into my house go? Or was it just curiosity that drew you to this lavish lifestyle? Humans, such destructive creatures. It is only natural that us, the superior race, pushed you into the corner you deserve to cower in. That is for our safety, and yours too. You might not believe me, but you being here today only serves to prove it. When left to your own devices, you only put yourselves in danger. Come on, dear. Come sit on my lap. Oh, you must be misunderstanding. This is not a request. Come here now. Much better. You are much cuter when you obey without question. Look into my eyes, darling. It is such a shame that such delicate features are locked away in a mortal body. With your tender hands and soft eyes, many would fall head over heels for you. Yes, your human nature is really unfortunate, but that is an easy fix, isn't it, my love? Confused? That's okay. We can talk about this later. Just keep looking into my eyes. Unlike you, I didn't lie. You see, it is always a pleasure to see a new face, and I do hope you will stay here for a while, a long while, in my thrall, at my service. You shall not be hurt or in pain, as long as you stay here with me. Yes, it is starting to sound more and more appealing by the moment, doesn't it, my love? What do you say? I think you need to sink deeper into my eyes and let the idea of serving me truly wash over you. It's a very enticing idea, isn't it, darling? That's what I thought. Then, let's try this again. You will stay with me, won't you? Good. It has been a while since I last had a human thrall. The trouble with your kind is that you wither away in a blink of an eye, and that is no good. You can trust that your master will take care of you from now on. You will live many, many healthy years. I must now return to the party, as my guests will be wondering where I am. You, however, my love, shall remain here and sleep. You don't need to worry about your human family. I will ensure that they are taken care of. You humans need to sleep at night to replenish your energy stores, and you're tired, aren't you, dear? No, my love, you're extremely tired. You should trust your master's judgment. You couldn't possibly be thinking about standing up just yet. You want to sleep. Much better. Don't worry.
you can fall asleep right here with your head close to my chest. Sleep now, darling. Tomorrow will be a busy day.
What an emotional roller coaster. After that nightmare, you are surely to be left drained. Huh? What's that? I already said that? Oh, that sucks. Not impressed? Well, I thought it was a fantastic joke. My dear, it looks like the night of nightmares has begun to fade. You really are starting to look tired. Oh, my dear, you did incredibly well, my assistant. It is best to let you sleep for now. We have more work to do tomorrow. I hope you get a good night's rest, my darling. Thank you for the extra work you put into our Veil of Nightmares project. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the morning.
Hey, the Magician here. I hope you enjoyed that audio. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, followed by the like button. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this audio. And as always, I hope this audio made your day just a little bit more magical.